We need more cards in a set. So this topic is something that people are probably not going to agree with me necessarily with, but it's something, especially with the upcoming Scarlet and Violet set, that I think needs to happen. So again, we need more cards in a set. Now here's why. And I know all you purists out there who are saying, listen, Michael, I want to be able to collect all these cards in one booster box. I don't really care. That's not what this is about. This is about making sure that when you open cards up and you open a pack up and you look at your cards, each one has some value to you. And when you have, okay, let me give you a number. 230 cards, at least in the Chilling Reign, right? And you have 43 common cards. And you have 5 common cards in a pack. Now, if you want to do the math, that'll take you, if you don't get a single double in the commons, you would get every single common card in 9 packs. Do you understand how boring that is to open an entire booster box and you're getting 17 freaking Caterpies and Weedles? It sucks. No one enjoys that. People skip to the end because they're tired of those cards. They have no value. They're useless. Let's add some more. Let's add some more commons. Let's add some more uncommons. Let's add some more rares. And rares, now that there's no more non-holo rares, guess what? I'm going to go back to Chilling Reign. 23 rares. You could get them all in a booster box. That's not rare. That's not rare. And we need to make sure that cards at least have some kind of value. I mean, again, the commons are going to still be pennies and rares are going to be 10 cents. But let's say you have a good rare. A card that, and what I mean by good, I also mean valuable in regards to like playability, because that's usually what considers a valuable card for a rare slot. You know, you have like the Comfy that was just out, the Cramorant. Those were hitting a couple bucks, and now they got down to 70 cents because they're so easy to pull. Why can't they just be a little bit more rare? Make it so that those cards are worth something more. Think about your trainer cards. All those uncommons, you know, they're just uncommon cards. You have, let's see, that's a good one. Trekking Shoes, Quick Ball. We have Battle VIP Pass. Could you imagine if those were more rare? Yes, I understand. For people who are players of the game and who play the game, it's gonna suck because you're gonna have to go buy your cards. But guess what? Chances are you're buying them to begin with. You're not opening a $100 booster box in the hopes of getting this one specific trainer card. That makes no sense. If the people who want those cards are gonna go buy those cards. So, but having more cards in a set mean each card individually, there's gonna be less of them, making them more rare, making them so that the cards that are valuable are either A, gonna be more valuable, or they're gonna hold their value longer because people aren't pulling them. And again, so let's say this. Let's say I'm gonna go through Chilling Reign because I have the numbers on how much are in each category. So we've got 43 commons, 46 uncommons. Mind you, a lot of those uncommons are trainer cards. 23 rares, 24 holo rares. So I didn't look to see if they kind of, doubled up. Some of those could have been, rares and holo rares, so whatever. 62 ultra rares, which isn't awful, and then 35 secret rares. So let's just imagine this, right? We're gonna take the commons and let's put it at 100. Let's say there's 100 common cards in a set, and you get 5 common cards in a pack. So 36 times 5. You could still get, if you pull perfectly, you could still get all the cards in one booster box. But you're not getting back to back to back of the same card because there's 100. The chance of you getting the same card even like 4 times is not going to be, is not going to happen. So it makes it more fun to open packs when at least, by pack 35, you're like, oh, wow, I haven't pulled this Swinub yet. That's pretty cool. I haven't seen you. And that makes opening the pack so much more enjoyable of an experience. And just take that through every single category. The commons, uncommons, the rares, even ultra rares. 62 ultra rares sound great. But those ultra rares include full arts. There's so many full arts. you could probably take at least half of that are full arts. And you don't get those anyways. Those are 1 or 2 per box. So in reality, you're probably looking at 30 ultra rares that you can pull on a regular basis. And that sucks. I mean, I remember Battle Styles, getting that Cricketune V. Like a couple of them in a booster box. Like, why and how is that possible? Those are $1 a piece. And they're supposed to be ultra rare. So, and I have another great point. Let's increase the set sizes, including ultra rares. Maybe not secret rares. Secret rares had 35. That's actually not awful. I don't mind that as much. So my proposal would be to also increase the ultra rares, but increase hit rates. So let's say, like I said, there's 62. Let's imagine there's 100, right? There's 100 ultra rares. Let's do one out of every 3 packs. And maybe you're guaranteed 2 full arts and 1 secret rare in a booster box. Could you imagine opening those? I mean, 35 secret rares. 35. You're not going to open 35 booster boxes to get these secret rares. And when it comes down to the ultra rares, it's like that may not make them more valuable necessarily, but at least will be enjoyable to open up and people will buy them more. So it's just, and that's where I'm going with this. I want things to be more valuable and more fun to open. And that's the path I think they're trying to take when they're giving us these 3 holos in a pack. They want it to be more enjoyable to open. Why not give us the cards we want? We don't want more reverse holos and regular holos. We want ultra rares. We want those cool full art cards on there. We don't give us those. And if you're worried about watering down, just increase the amount. Increase them all. Make each card you pull more enjoyable to own, and you can look at some and be like, oh wow, cool. It gives you a reason to open up a pack rather than just, going and buying the card individually, because who knows, you might get you might get some commons and uncommons you haven't even seen. Not that you may like them or care about them, but it's still kind of cool to have them. And I know I'm gonna give you a comparison to Magic the Gathering because they have much bigger sets. I'm just gonna give you 3 of the kind of recent ones. Streets of New Capenna, 520. Brothers War, 400 cards. Dominar United, 500 cards. And Pokemon sits around, if you include the secret rares, they're probably 200. At the most, like with Fusion Strike, maybe closer to 300. And it's like, and they're secret rares. So it's like, you can't even count those because you're getting one every few, maybe a box if you're lucky. So they just need to make these packs more fun to open. And it will. If you increase the amount of cards, it will make them more rare because even if you increase the pull rates, there's more cards to get. Let's use that Cricketune. Yeah, say in a normal box, you get on average 7 hits. Let's increase that to 10 or 12. But you're adding 40 cards to the ultra rare slot. So yeah, per box you're getting a few more, but out of another 40 more, the chances of you doubling up 100 ultra rares to get 2 of the same ones, like there's no way that's happening. That's not gonna happen. So that these cards, again, even if it's a few cents more, making them a little bit more valuable, a little bit more rare, and making the packs more enjoyable to open. Now, the only downside I could see is that it's gonna be really hard to just come up with more and more art. I'm sure they're gonna run into just we don't have any more. There's only a certain amount of Pokemon and a certain amount of abilities, but I think they need to work on that. They need to figure it out because I really think that adding more sets, increasing pull rates could really help out and at least make it more enjoyable because that's what they want. They want it to be more enjoyable to open. And we're all tired of Cricketune after Cricketune after Cricketune.